Okay, I'll try again to make my second video. And this, the beautiful book about the elder, the the young man and the gurus. It's a phenomenal book. Highly recommend it. It really spoke to me coming from an eclectic background before I became Orthodox. You know, I'd started my journey in my late teens and 20s through Buddhism and Hinduism and yoga and the Eastern religions, and this had led me kind of to Roman Catholicism by the bridge of like Thomas Merton and the inclusivists, and I had really imbibed within as a Catholic monk for 6 years, spirit of inclusivism, which really I would just look on that as being like a soft soap. What would you say? Pluralism, because it leads to pluralism ultimately. You have this idea that one can pick and mix of the world religions and take what's good from them, what you think is good of them. Well then, if you're not careful, you know, you get led astray. And I think that's what's beautiful about that book, the elder, the young man, and the gurus, is it shows well how insidious these evil spirits are and how they linger in these different practices and snap you up, lead you astray. He talks about how he came under attack of the evil spirits and definitely felt their presence in his life, even in his soul. But again and again in the book, he goes back to Athos and Elder Paisios, now St Paisios, a modern day contemporary saint, full of miracles. He works great works of exorcism in him and blessing in him. And he's even a source of protection to him when he's doing his wanderings around India. The young lad, for example, a few times when he's coming under the envy and the rivalry of yogis in the ashrams, he calls upon Elder Paisios to help him, and it makes a big difference to him. In everything, there's that spirit of God and the spirit of Antichrist, and the book really brings that home in a very vivid way. And it also increased my love and devotion to the person of Elder Paisios, St Paisios. My wife and I have been now imbibing and reading more solidly in these days and really benefiting from his book also, With Pain and Love for Contemporary Man. Is absolutely beautiful and really speaks to the dramas that we face in the modern world. You know, for example, noise. I mean, no long ago, although I live in a nice place here on the edge of a big city in England, you know, some people threw a party till 6 a.m. a couple of Saturdays ago, and it was this booming techno music, and it was an opportunity for a night vigil because we certainly couldn't sleep through it, and the police did nothing. But at the end of the day, you know, St Paisios talks about this in his book, With Love and Concern for Contemporary Man. He says, good thoughts are the cure for the noise of the world. Have good thoughts. Have good thoughts like, well, thank God there's no war on, and they're not shrieking through cries of pain and having limbs torn off them, but they're actually happy and dancing. Praise God. And then he would say, you know, if there's noise around him, he would let it become like the bass. I don't know what they call it in Greek, but you know, the bass of the rhythm, keeping the rhythm for his chanting. And this way he would not allow his soul to become boiled in anger and tension, and he would sleep wonderfully if the Lord gave him sleep, and if not, well, it's an all-night vigil. And certainly I took a lot from that. It's like, I think what's beautiful about Elder Paisios, St Paisios' writings, is they really talk simply and humbly, but clear as day, to the stuff of modern life for us Orthodox who live out in the world in the 21st century. Forgive me God bless you, your prayers.